Welcome back to Wipeout, where we have replaced the sun with fire. And we have reached our final obstacle.
4 contestants are left, and one of them, the one who conquers the Wipeout Zone, will be walking away $50,000 richer.
And let's take a closer look at that Wipeout Zone, where contestants will first slide down the steep slope that we call Killer Surf, as scorching flames erupt around them.
Then it's off to the barrel run, dashing up a ramp and leaping over a series of rolling barrels.
Next, they take a flying leap onto the spinner, hanging on there while they're whirled across to the final obstacle. Those are the launch pads.
Contestants fling themselves from trampoline to trampoline until they reach the finish.
And the first up, Pride of Alaska, Ariel Tweto. Jill is with her right now.
Okay, thanks, guys. Ariel, you're at the Wipeout Zone.
I know, it's awesome, it's amazing. Yeah!
You're representing for the females tonight.
It's the plan, represent, go women.
Ariel's seal hop technique took her over all 4 balls and into Wipeout history.
Yeah! She was a lucky lady on the sweeper, lasting just long enough to make it onto the dizzy dummy, and from there, make that leap into the final 4.
Never been kissed, Ariel Tweto at the top of the Wipeout Zone.
Standing between her and $50,000, water, fire, and an oversized slip and slide. Ariel off the Killer Surf, and a deep plunge into the icy water. These are no glaciers to worry about. Now onto the barrel run, where she must get to the top of the ramp in order to stop the oncoming barrels. You know, John, her diminutive size seems to be a problem here. Certainly not working to her advantage. Now it's onto that climbing wall, tiptoeing across that thin strip while confronted with a blinding shower of water. Trying to make her way over the spinner. She's done it in good time thus far. It's a great effort from Ariel Tweto.
Sizing up the spinner, timing it right. She jumps.
Oh! Vicious plunge into that water.
And a long, costly swim back.
Take a look at that again. A poorly timed leap leads to an absolutely brutal wipeout. And it seems to have taken some of the fight out of her only remaining woman.
Yeah, she's lost tons of time getting back up onto the spinner, John.
Here's her second go at it. And another fall into that icy water.
And with it, another time-consuming swim.
Guys, one thing's for sure, Ariel is definitely not a quitter. She's still going.
And so is the clock, Jill. No longer seconds, but minutes ticking by. Third go on the spinner's the charm. Hanging on, water rushing down. She jumps, and she's onto that platform.
Oh, man!
Oh, man, indeed. The fourth element now of the course comes up. It's the launch pads.
That's right. Jumping from one to the other is usually the best policy and the best way across. Not as easy as it looks, though. Oh! She's into the water again, floundering and losing even more time.
She's worked her way back to that first trampoline, and now it's actually more about finishing than the clock. Ariel showing us the determination that's gotten her this far. 2 launch pads left to go. Whoa, and there is a great leap.
Ariel Tweto makes a fantastic leap to the launch pad. She just has one final jump to the end.
And the final leap, there she is.
Oh, yeah!
Finished. And while the clock shows 15 minutes and 57 seconds,
Let's see if Ariel's time holds up. Here's Jill Wagner with our next contestant.
Neil, you're at the Wipeout Zone.
Yeah, I am. It's intense. You know it's bad when they give you a mouthpiece.
after getting caught with his pants down, ridiculously good-looking Neil held his own on the sweeper.
Woo! Up and higher!
He took virtually no damage on the dizzy dummy and was second to spring ashore from the crazy beam.
15 minutes, 57 seconds to time to beat. Neil Smith, the man trying to beat it. 29 years old from Long Beach, California, but battling like a 2-year-old here. Let's take another look at that entry. Ready, aim, fire. Neil quickly over to that barrel run, but sort of struggling with the barrels themselves.
Unfortunately, John, barrels aren't intimidated by good looks.
Racing up there, but again, valuable seconds ticking away as he makes it over to the climbing wall, and he's actually just behind Ariel's time at this point in the course.
Neil Smith teetering across that climbing wall there.
Oh, and there's a wipeout for Neil. That is a costly mistake. Now remember, folks, he has to climb to the ladder and tackle the second half of this climbing wall.
Now making his way to the spin cycle of the Wipeout Zone, the dreaded spinner. Takes a lot of guts to make that jump and make it quickly. He's on. And into the drink.
And that will be a long, time-consuming swim for Neil, who is on the complete opposite side of the spinner platform.
Solid jump, and he's on. But remember, Ariel took 3 times on the spinner. Can Neil do it in 2?
Yes, he can.
How about it, people?
Neil Smith has jumped ahead of the pace set by Ariel with only 1 obstacle remaining.
Bounce. Second one, and same fate as Ariel on that first launch pad.
Unable to hold on. 15 minutes, 57 seconds, the time to beat. Neil Smith still in good shape time-wise, as long as he doesn't go backwards into the drink again.
Ridiculously serious.
He'd better get serious and back up on those launch pads if he's going to have any hope at that $50,000.
This would be a major upset, John.
That'd be shocking. The time to beat there in your lower left-hand corner. Never thought it would be that tight a race. More launch pads to go, and folks, the seconds ticking away.
And he can't beat it. Ladies and gentlemen, ridiculously good-looking Neil Smith fails to unseat Ariel Tweto.
So we look at our leaderboard. Neil is out of the running. That's ridiculous. Can tiny Ariel from Alaska hold on to that lead? Our last 2 competitors when we come back.